Value fundamentally different things in life: love, genuine relationships, intellectual growth, even having more money. But we can all agree there's always a benefit to doing the inner work needed to choose happiness. Licensed clinical psychologist Andrea Bonnier is the author of the book Detox Your Thoughts, and she's here to offer some help in the happy department. Good morning to you, Andrea.
Good morning to you, Adrian.
Explain what shaping our thoughts means.
Shaping our thoughts really is relating to them differently. I think so many of us think we have to think positively and we have to just banish all negative thoughts. In truth, what we're finding from long-term research is that we have to actually accept some negative thoughts and learn how to manage them and not be so afraid of them, especially in times like this where it's so uncertain and stressful. We've got to learn to lean into a little bit of the negative emotions too, ironically, in order to be happier in the long term.
But I think a lot of people are saying, okay, you tell me that, and I know that that has to be true, but how do I get my brain to stop negatively being, I guess, an automatic mode that I slip to, whether it's a disappointment happening or you don't get the raise on the job or your family members are fighting? How do you stop yourself from giving into those negative thoughts?
Yeah, well, we want to disempower those thoughts. So the first step is really to label them as thoughts. And it sounds so silly and it sounds so simple, but even actually distancing ourselves from our thoughts as a gentle, curious observer. So saying, I'm having the thought that things will never get better, rather than just letting ourselves say, this is never going to get better, or I'm having the thought that I screwed up at work. That's different than I screwed up at work. Because what we do then when we identify our thoughts as thoughts is that we actually help them lose their power. Because what we're learning from the research is that depression and anxiety aren't caused by negative thoughts alone. They're caused by negative thoughts becoming sticky and us becoming so stuck to those thoughts that they seem more important than they are. Most of us that are healthy with our thoughts can actually be able to observe them and be gentle with ourselves, and the thoughts actually pass a lot more quickly that way.
I had a friend who did this thing, and I ended up copying them. They put a rubber band on their wrist, and every time they had a negative thought, they'd actually pull the rubber band and snap it so that they'd feel the pain of, oh, I'm thinking in those thoughts that don't serve me. Are there any little things we can do every day to snap us to attention so we don't go on that negative up and down roller coaster?
You know, I think we don't have to be so afraid of negative thoughts, but one important thing that we can do is we can notice how our body responds, because so many times the anxiety cycle is we get tense, our muscles contract, our heart starts going, our breathing gets shallow, our jaw gets tight. So really, the more that you can notice your physical response to negative thoughts, the more you can counteract that, rolling your neck around, taking some deep breaths, being able to slow down your heart rate that way, because really we're learning that our physical response to thoughts is every bit as important as our actual thoughts themselves, because that's what keeps our anxiety up and keeps us in that stressful state.
But a lot of us just have negative thoughts and just continue the cycle without ever talking it out. When you're saying I'm having a thought about and acknowledging that, it might be good to connect with somebody else, and that would make us kind of debunk or dethrone that thought. But connecting with others, how much is that playing a role in how happy we are?
Oh, social support is so key. And of course, that's one of the things that's taken such a hit during this pandemic. We can't gather the way that we usually do. We can't support each other physically in the ways we usually have. You know, that really, we know that social support, not only is it really good for our emotional and mental health, but it's one of the biggest predictors of longevity. It really helps our physical health too. So the more you can reach out, the more you can listen to others, connect with others, allow yourself to be open and vulnerable and talking about some of your feelings to others. We know from the research that this actually helps our well-being immensely.
And I think that for a lot of people who work from home or might be confined to a space where they don't have a lot of people around them, maybe based on some of the changes of the past couple of years, go outside, talk to a stranger. You know, if you have any anxiety, you know, keep the mask on, keep 6 feet apart, but say hi, let that sparkle come to your eyes. Thank you so much for joining us and talking about being happier. We all need it.
Thank you, Adrian.
Still ahead, are you looking to buy a new home? That'll make you happy. We're going to tell you the hottest housing markets in the United States and some of the cooler ones. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.